Good evening and welcome to Crime Line.
Coming up tonight, we will be discussing safety on social media with our industry expert, Hannah Lee. We will also be taking a look at our regular wanted face lineup. But first of all, we will be discussing and asking for your help concerning a murder that took place on the morning of Wednesday, the 20th of February, right here in Wrexham.
Yes, although knife crime has been on a significant rise in the last year, it's come as a big shock to us here at the studios to hear of something like this happening in our own town. We've created a reconstruction of the footage that happened that day.
You may find some scenes upsetting.
Wednesday 20th of February 2019 seemed like any other day on the quiet campus of Glyndwr University, Wrexham, in northeast Wales. While some students were going about their morning lectures, many were enjoying their morning off in the bar area of the Catherine Finch Centre, located on the east side of campus. Among these was our victim, Sam Edwards, and his fiancée Amelia Romano, seen here ordering drinks when our assailant, who we know to be John Smith, enters the bar with his girlfriend, Ella Dubois. At 10 a.m, Sam is seen taking John to one side. According to eyewitnesses, there was discussion about money being owed. Shortly after, John's girlfriend joins the two men and a small argument breaks out, catching the attention of Sam's fiancée, Amelia, and members of the public. Amelia joins the group and a fight breaks out between the two women, resulting in Amelia getting hit in the face.
Did you see what just happened?
The two men continue to argue until Ella steps in, seemingly causing Sam to lash out at her. Enraged by the attack on his girlfriend, John lunges for Sam with what was later confirmed to be a small vegetable knife. John stabbed Sam twice in the left side of the stomach before he and Ella ran off through the fire exit at the back of the bar and out towards the centre of campus, leaving Sam on the floor and seriously injured. The police and ambulance were called immediately by the security team on site at the time and arrived within 15 minutes. The police cordoned off the area and questioned witnesses, whilst paramedics worked tirelessly to stop the bleeding from Sam's left-hand side, but unfortunately, Sam passed away in the ambulance outside the Catherine Finch Centre at 10:20 a.m. Meanwhile, the two assailants ran from the Catherine Finch Centre towards the Students' Union, located near the centre of campus. Eyewitnesses report seeing the couple argue about which way to go, with Ella reportedly wanting to go back, whereas John wanted to carry on running. The two continued south towards the front of the campus, only stopping to discard John's hat in an attempt to make himself less recognisable. They then continued to walk around the front of the university and into the reception area, where a member of the public managed to capture another argument the couple had on their phone. Here we can see John threaten a member of the public who tried to break up the argument. The couple then fled north through the A-block corridor. From here, they could have left the building through one of the three exits located along the corridor. One here by the car park, another here by the canteen, or finally here by the Students' Union. Tonight, we are appealing for any witnesses who saw the couple around the A-block corridor and the west side of campus and have any information about which way they fled the scene.
Thank you to all that were involved, including the North Wales Police Department, ambulance services, and to all the witnesses that have already come forward. If you have any information regarding this case, please call us on 0800 999 111 or email at info@crimeline.com or text CrimeLine to 81991. After the break, we'll be talking to Sam's fiancée, Amelia, about the love of her life and appealing for any information regarding his murder. See you after the break.
Are you ready for your next trip? It's good to know that Booking.com offers free cancellation on most rooms, in case, well, you know, life gets in the way. Aw, look at that cute face. Good thing with Booking.com, you stay flexible, whatever happens in your life. And there are plenty of options to rebook. Visit Booking.com now and start planning your next trip. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Welcome back. I'm joined here with Amelia, Sam's fiancée. Thank you for joining us here tonight after the awful news you and your family have heard. We really appreciate you being here. So, can you tell us a bit about Sam?
He was the kindest man you would ever want to meet. He would always help you out if you were ever in trouble, and I'm so proud to have been in his life. He protected his closest friends and family, and we were told we were always a perfect match. We were due to get married later this month.
So, from watching the CCTV footage, it seemed as if he was in a confrontation with another man involving yourself, the accused, and his girlfriend. Do you know what this was about?
At this time, I'm not at liberty to say what the confrontation was about, but what I will say is that Sam would always offer to help anyone in need, whether it was borrowing money or helping them repair their car.
Was he agitated or a bit distracted at all?
No, not at all. He was his normal jerky self, you know, taking the meek out of me like he always did. We had a lovely morning stroll and we're discussing a family meal we were organizing for his father.
Do you know the man who attacked him?
No, well, I've seen him about in town. Never knew who he was or that Sam knew him.
And is there anything you would like to say to the person who killed your fiancée?
Yes, please. Please hand yourself in. Not only have you taken the love of my life away from me, but you've also taken a beloved son and uncle. We need to know why this happened. I also would like to ask any of the witnesses who were in the Catherine Finch Centre at the time of the attack to please come forward with any information to help the police with their investigation. We're devastated and just need your help making sure this doesn't happen again. I also would like to add that having a knife in your possession is not only illegal but can only cause damage. This has to stop.
Thank you, Amelia, for joining us. If you can shed any light to what happened to Sam at approximately 10 a.m. on the 20th of February, then please get in touch via the methods now shown on screen. Now, we are having a break, but afterwards we will show our wanted face lineup.
Welcome back. We've received many calls since last week's mugshots, and the police have informed us that they've made 4 arrests as a direct result of the information that you, the viewer, has given us. That is great news, so we're hoping you can help us again this week. First up, we have Stanley Richards, who also goes by the name of Big Stan. He's wanted for theft in multiple retail stores across the town centre. He's also known to be in possession of a small, retractable blade, so the police have advised you do not approach him and instead call 999 immediately. Next up, we have Trisha McGee. She is wanted for breaking into a pensioner's home and assaulting them. She gained access to the property by showing fake ID claiming that she worked for the RSPCA. If you have seen this woman and if she has tried to come into your home, please call 999 immediately. If you've seen any of this gang of 4 men, The police advise do not approach them and instead call the authorities immediately. And lastly, we have Giles Malcolm Jones, also known as Little G. He's a prolific drug dealer around the Roe-Stee area who preys on young teenagers. So please, please advise your children not to approach him and instead tell the authorities right away. He's known to mix certain Class A drugs together, which has led to fatal results. If you know any of these people, if you know where they're staying, then please contact us on 0800 999 101 or text Crime Line to 81991. After the break, we'll be talking to our industry expert, Hannah Lee, about how to stay safe on social media.
What day is it?
It's my birthday.
It's good to share, but check you have the right privacy settings, or someone can make a lot of money from being you.
Welcome back to Crime Line. We are joined by industry expert Hannah Lee, and she will be talking about safety on social media. Hi Hannah, thank you for joining us today. So, can you tell us any risks that might happen whilst using social media?
Yes, of course. So most recently we've seen things like identity theft, invasions of privacy and cyberbullying have really been on the rise. You might have seen yourselves footage online of people being bullied or physically attacked by people who in their mind think it's just a joke. And obviously this is really worrying. In these situations when this footage is already out there and being shared potentially around the world, it's really important that the police can use this footage to help in their investigations and in the prosecution of the offenders.
So, what about our privacy settings? I don't know about you, but I really struggle to remember all the different passwords for every site.
Yeah, I do understand the issues of remembering lots of passwords, but it is really important. And for those people who think that they might need a little bit of a reminder, my advice would be to try not to write it down, but if you do need to, do it in a secure location that other people can't access. Other things to bear in mind are checking your privacy settings on your browsers and social media to make sure that you're only sharing your information with the people that you want to. Nowadays, passwords also ask for special characters, which is a really big help in preventing anyone being able to guess or forge your password.
And what about our personal accounts on social media? Are they safe?
Well, when you share photos or statuses on social media, it might be that your settings are set by default to public, which means that anyone could potentially see what you're posting. If this is the case, you can change your settings to make your content more private, but I would also advise people to think about the type of information that they're sharing. Sharing too many or too much personal information can help people when they're trying to clone your identity online, so that's something to be really mindful of. Other things to bear in mind are platforms like Snapchat. They have features called geotagging, which basically allows anyone on that platform to see exactly where you are and what you're doing at any given time, which is obviously really worrying.
So thank you, Hannah, for all this information. Will this be available on your website so that the public can see all these aspects?
Yes, it is available on my website. It's www.staysafe.org.
Okay. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
And remember, if you've seen anyone that we've had on the show tonight, please don't hesitate to call us.
Please call, text, email if you see anything or think anything will be relevant to the authorities regarding tonight. Our contact details are now displayed on the screen below. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again at 9 o'clock next Thursday. Good evening.
Good night.
world.